Hello and welcome back to my channel. So I won't be able to film in my regular format. I forgot to charge my other camera. Today I'm going to be sharing my Hobonichi for 2024 and what I have planned for it for the next year. I just chose one that I felt really suited my style. So without further ado, let's get to the unboxing. And of course FedEx had to ruin the box with this plastic, but whatever. By the way, happy autumn equinox. A few days into it and it's still pretty hot over here in San Diego. It's starting to cool down, but it's still pretty hot. All right. The calendar is filled with numbers, days that have passed and days still to come. It's funny, of all of them, the only one we are living is today. The only day we can reach out and touch is today. Safety matches fireside chat. Okay. I'm guessing this is the little tote bag. There was like 4 different designs. Let's open this one first. Oh, orange. And it says day. Oh, I love the color combo. What am I going to use this for though? It's so tiny. Aw. That's cute. And it says Hobonichi. Adorable. So there's a little tote bag. And of course, a pen. Ooh, I love this color combo. I'm really into muted colors. I still use the one that I got last year, and I really like the ink. Still has the same colors, black, blue, and red. Now, which Hobonichi did I choose? Well, I chose a different one. You guys know, this is what I have currently and what I've been using for 2023. It's the A6 size and look how chunky it's gotten over the past few months. So I usually go for A6, but I decided to go with a cousin. Specifically, the Han. I think this is like their new series. Wow. Okay. It is so beautiful. Okay, so I got the A5 cousin, the Hobonichi Techo Hon for 2024. Wow, I love the cover. Does it say the person's name on here? Yeah. So the designer is by Tomitaro Makino. Oh my gosh, this feels great. I personally love books that have this canvas cover. It's not a planner, it's not a diary, it's a Techo. So I was really excited about this one because, as you can see, it says it lays flat. It does. Can confirm. Oh my gosh, yes. All right, so this cover is a beautiful design. I love it so much. And it really fits my aesthetic. I'm very much into neutrals, organic things like nature. So this one was perfect. So yeah, larger pages, calendars, which I rarely use. The paper looks a little bit whiter. Am I tripping? I know they changed the paper. Yeah, it's slightly different. It's a bit more white, which I love. Tomitaro Makino was born in Sakawa, a rural village west of Kochi City, on the 24th of April in 1862. His curiosity in plant life soon developed into a devotion to botanical research. That's awesome. Life is present. These are so adorable. Gotta write that down. Oh, I love these drawings. Good morning, let's fly onto a new world. So yeah, they have some examples here on how you can use them. I have the 1 page per day. Life is present. Life is the beating pulse of life. Life is the irreplaceable life of every person. Life is the everyday life we live. And what do you see in front of you? Life is this very moment. Life is a gift. Life is present. Keep your very own life book. This has like a pen loop here if you need it. This is awesome. Okay, so what do I have planned for 2024 with this new Hobonichi? Well, I will not be continuing what I've been doing for 2023. So if you've been watching my flip through videos, you guys know I share every page for each month and I go in depth about it. For each page, I share photos, my favorite quotes, some found objects like flowers and leaves. I also do some drawings, just doodling here and there. So it's been fun. It's been really fun, but I will be honest, it's been hard to keep up. So I have been filling out every single page, but there were times where like I would go a whole week without filling out my pages, and then at least one day out of the weekend I will catch up. And so yeah, it's been hard to fill up each page every single day. I want to continue doing this content, but in a different notebook, sketchbook, which I'll talk about later. So with that said, for 2024, I will be using this Hobonichi for my morning pages. If you're familiar with The Artist's Way, Julia Cameron has you do 3 pages of stream of consciousness writing, and it's been good. I mean, I will be honest, I don't do it every single day because 3 pages still feels like a lot to me. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but in 2021, I experimented with doing morning pages in my Hobonichi. So that year, I bought an A6. So every morning, I would write down my thoughts on 1 page. And as you can see, the pages are really small. So doing 1 page of morning pages in the Hobonichi was a lot more doable. For me personally, I still don't want to spend too much time in the morning writing 3 whole pages, because at most it takes me about 40 minutes or so, depending on what I have to write. So with that said, I do really prefer doing 1 page every morning for morning pages. I receive the same benefits as I did with 3 pages. Personally, I feel like you can just alter morning pages however you like, and I prefer to do 1 page. And I finished that whole Hobonichi for 2021, and it was great. So this time around, I decided to get the A5 cousin because I do find that when I do morning pages, there are times where I do want to write a lot, but then most of the time I don't. So I feel like these pages will be the right amount of space for me to write every morning. I can, write big or small, whatever I'd want to, but I definitely feel like 1 page a day is best for me. And the great thing about the Hobonichi is that it's already dated. So this is for the whole year. And that means that I won't have to buy a new notebook every 3 or so months. I feel like just having 1 notebook to do morning pages for the whole year is honestly better for me. If you are in the same boat with me when it comes to morning pages, maybe try Hobonichi. So that's how I'll be using it for the new year. Now, like I mentioned, I want to continue all this content for 2024, but in a different notebook or sketchbook. So these are two of my favorite sketchbooks, and I'm not quite sure which one I want to go with for the 2024. So this one right here is a Leuchtturm 1917 sketchbook. I do really like the elastic band. That's one of my favorite things about this sketchbook, just like the moleskin. And it also has an expandable pocket in the back, which would be great to put, you know, ticket stubs, stickers, or whatever. But I also really like this one, which is the Stillman and Burn Beta series. This really holds watercolor and gouache well because the pages are thicker. Yeah, I want to continue this kind of content as well as adding, you know, my favorite quotes, maybe do some scrapbooking and adding photos. This one is definitely a lot more smooth. This one has a little bit of texture, so it does hold the watercolor and gouache better, but it has the expandable pocket and it has the elastic band, which I do really love. I wish this one had it too, but I don't know. Please help me decide down in the comments. I still have 3 months to decide, but yeah, I would really appreciate your feedback. Anyway, that's it for this video. I know this is mainly for Hobonichi, but I wanted to share what I had planned for that content for next year. So that is it for this Hobonichi unboxing. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!